questions. We're trying to keep it on.
Yep.
That's not a good sign.
Okay, we set to go. Okay, so this is the power touch system that Porter provides to operate all the divider curtains. It operates the backstops on the court and the batting cage in the back. Power touch is set up pretty simple. You have a 4-digit code that you could program yourself if you have a specific code you want everybody, you want to use, or you can go with the default code, which is 4 ones. So you press 4 ones, and you see the green light up. From there, you look to your legend to figure out which one you want to move, which piece of equipment you want to operate. So we could say backstop 1 and 2 we want to operate together, which has a code 50. We'd hit backstop 50 up, and if you look on the court, you see the backstop move together. Had we just said backstop 1 or backstop 2, then we would operate each one individually. So backstop, curtains, and then miscellaneous is what we have the batting cage bit there too. And there's a different shape for each. So all your curtains have a circle. Your backstops have a hexagon, and then your batting cage has a triangle. Okay, and it identifies which shape operates which piece of equipment. All right. So now we're gonna put the backstops down. We say backstop 50 and hit the down key, and you'll see them come back to the position.
Is that as far as they went?
No, they'll go all the way up. Stop. So backstop 50 to operate both backstops
You have
together.
to hold the up and down.
Yeah, you need to hold it.
Oh, so about 50, got it.
So if you would backstop 1, just one of them, backstop 2, backstop 50.
Gotcha.
So, when at all possible, there's a lot of equipment here. If at all possible, you want to have a clear view of everything that you're operating, which could be tough with everything that you have up in the air. Before you operate the backstop, something that you need to be aware of is the safe strap system. The safe strap system operates like a safety belt in your car. You'll see the black strap that comes down and ties in right above the backboard. There's a stitching flap that you see right above the backboard. It's stitched together. If you do your inspection before you operate the equipment, which you should do, and you see that that strip is not there, that means that maybe a cable gave way or a cable jumped on the drum, something happened which caused the stitching to break and cause that flap to disappear, right? The other thing that you'll see is there's a red piece of vinyl, I believe, that's stitched in. It's in that flap, and that's your warning sign. When you see that red, you see that there's a problem. That strip is gone and the stitching broke away. You should stop operating the equipment at that time and have it inspected as soon as possible. There's no maintenance to any of this equipment. No lubrication, nothing to it. However, when possible, you do want to give like an annual inspection of the cable, make sure the cables are wearing correctly, that there's no issues there. Other than that, there's really nothing to do with maintenance.
Are there limit switches up here?
Every piece of equipment on here is operated by limit switches.
So you can't-
it gives the
can't
starting,
override.
right. Excuse me. So curtains are set up in the same fashion. We can operate each curtain individually, or we can operate them in groups. So for example, I won't show you each one individually, but we can go here, put our code in. Actually, if someone wants to do this, I can tell you what to do. Type in four ones. You got your light. Now I want to go curtain 60 down, and hold that down. You see the back 4 curtains. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 that are moving simultaneously. Individually or in groups. finger off,
Oh, 60 operates 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
and then hit up. Right. And in your closeout documentation, there's a manual. It tells you how to change your code to access the unit, the system. Change those 4 ones to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 8, 7, 6, whatever. It also tells you how to wipe out the whole system, and if you want to reprogram it in another fashion.
Should that backtrack be going up?
Right.
Is that why you stop? I just took my finger off
Finger
there.
off. Okay.
All
And,
4 don't work at the same time then? So the other one you keep going.
That one never came down.
Oh. That must be
we had code 60 operates the 2 radius curtains and the straight ones after that. Not the straight ones in the back.
So that one that's halfway down is not...
No, that's curtain 12 and 13. They
Okay.
operate together. They don't operate in conjunction
okay.
with 1, 2, 3.
So those were there?
Right.
Okay.
So now, let's get those up in the air though. We can go to hit your 4 ones.
Let me ask you this. So every time you change like I just put up basketball moves, now I want to do the curtains. I have to go back and hit whatever the password code is.
As long as you see that light, that green light lit, you can operate whatever you want. If you lose that light like we just did,
Yep.
then you go back in with your code. So punch in your code. And it looks like 12 and 13 is curtain number 55. So, up. And it looks like curtain 12 is already up. So curtain 13 is only going to operate right now.
Is there anything from a wear and tear standpoint, all the way up versus 3/4 versus half?
No, you can stop these.
whatever, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a way to do the curtains manual if there was a problem with the system?
No, they all operate off of motors.
Can you put in your own custom code for your own combination of curtains?
What I'm not sure of is if you could have your own code, you could have your own code, you could have yours.
Right, but I mean, can you put in a
one.
different combination that's not already programmed in?
Yes, if provided that the wiring at the relay panel is
that
done,
combination.
allows the combination. The batting cage, we can go back in. The batting cage is simple. You operate it like any other curtain or the backstops. You hit your code, miscellaneous 01 down, and that batting cage is coming down. Yeah, miscellaneous. It's a miscellaneous item.
We're very close to 2-digit code.
So you'll want to bring that down to about 3 or 4 foot level. Pull your nets down off the top, pull your sides off the top, and then raise it up about 12 feet, 10, 12 feet. And then before you store the unit, you bring it down 3 feet to store your sides.
And then bring it back down.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then we'll bring that back up. Again, there's a limit switch on here for the stop position.
The same safety straps, all that type of thing.
No, the back stops are the only thing with the safety strap system.
Motors are regular 120 volts and stuff like that. And is it something,
3/4 horsepower.
is it something that you guys supply? So if the motor went, I can call you and say, hey, I need a motor. And all the motors should be all the same, right?
All the curtain motors are the same. I think the backstop motors might be the same as well.
Okay. It's all geared anyway, so
Right.
that's...
If there's a power failure in the building, does anything have to be reset?
No, these are programmed to speak directly to the relays, which is in the panel right behind this wall.
Was that an alarm I hear? When you were pushing that, you could hear like a beep, beep.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's the only one that has
motion
the alarm?
monitor. I think the backstop might have it.
Okay. I was just wondering if that just happened to happen when you did that.
All right. So no motion monitor on the backstop.
So what are you saying? If someone's walking over there, that thing will stop?
No, it's just an alert to let people know that it's in operation.
Yeah.
Any other questions on Power Touch?
Does that operate the lights too, or is that?
No, it's just the curtains and the basketball hoops and the batting cage.
I may have said this already, but the curtains, you said 12 and 13 ones in the end.
Yeah, so
Can you operate them individually, or does it have to be as a tandem?
curtain 13. Let's bring that up.
So the code again is 4-1.
Right. And then we're gonna do curtain 09 up. And that's still curtain.
It's going to change some more.
And there's no safety.
If Thomas had meetings, he's got
Anything that you shouldn't do?
No, not really. There's no real damage that can occur from operating here. It's pretty clean.
Where the field just really
I have to ask. He told me yesterday, I can't I'll ask Billy again. He said a lot of the stuff from here over is fed from upstairs.
What do those have, like steel cables there pulling that up?
Yes.
You ever have trouble with those? They ever break or fray?
No, not really. Haven't had any issues.
No. One of those breaks, that thing's out there. Yeah, like so you can see where they are. Like every whatever 5 feet or so.
Any other questions on the Power Touch? Okay, we can move to the portable hoops.
Trouble is trying to find something to match. That's pretty wacky. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I sent it.
These hoops, yeah.
I sent Derek a text.
Cool.
Otherwise, that's fine. If he doesn't want to respond, whatever, it's his choice. I'll just respect it.
So the portable hoops are pretty easy to operate. When they're in the down position like this, you want to get them into the position that you need it at. Then you want to put the brakes on the wheels. Step on that. There's one in two in the back.
Lock
pin out, and it's going to spring underneath. Pop right up.
operation. Two pretzel.
Yeah.
That's 10 feet.
Yes.
Oh, want me to show you 10 feet?
Yeah, I'll get on your shoulders.
Yeah, get the ruler.
And then you do just the opposite when you're moving them off court. Pop that.
That's going to stop you from
Always looks good on paper, doesn't it?
Put your pin back in.
You can't roll them while it's up, right?
Right. Pop your brakes.
Oh yeah, those old ones were awful. And all hydraulic. There's no hydraulics to this, right? It's all spring. Yeah.
Any questions on the portables?
Do we want to talk about storage of those, where they should go? But they're always going to stay on the wood floor as well.
In season, they will.
They shouldn't be stored on the Mondo just because of the depression it could create on the Mondo floor.
And they will probably store them in the down position, locked, because we're not anchoring them to the floor, so we don't want someone to hang off and have a tip. So when they're not in use, they'll probably be in the down and locked position.
During the game,
Well, except they're not to be on the.
yeah, they should go in a piece of mason and apply that against the wall. Did you leave some for us?
There's this.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Steering wheel. I found that these are steering wheel. Right.
Any other questions?
Who's got the key to the locks?
I do currently, but we're having problems with them, so we need to get it to work. One had to be cut yesterday, so
Were those locks provided by Porter?
I believe so, yes.
That set of stands over there, how do you move those around? That's our next step.
Yeah, we're trying to get that done.
I can show you right now, so that's our next spot on the tour.
Right.
Hello.
All right. Two sets of movable bleachers. One's to the right-hand side, one's to the left-hand side.